Take two, man. This is Real Nigga Podcast. This is Lee in Atlanta, Georgia, talking to one of my main homeboys, Jimmy Trotter. Today we're going to talk about some real life shit, you know what I'm saying? Life about being incarceration. I know a little bit about it, but my brother over here knows a lot more about it. I'm going to ask a couple questions, get his viewpoint on things like that, educate some of you young brothers out there doing some fucked up shit, and see what happens when you do some fucked up shit, you know what I'm saying? Alright, first question, first thing we want to ask, when you did go down, did somebody force you to do things or be a part of a group of people that you didn't want to? Or
I was never forced in anything. I liked it that style of living at that time.
that hood shit?
I was hood. I mean, I'm still ghetto. You dig what I'm saying?
That
I
hood
don't care
shit.
where I go.
Tell them what crew you represented though. Tell them what crew you rep in the year you joined and everything. Tell them the year you joined and the crew you represent.
I represent CVL, Conservative Vice Lords.
Ooh, what year?
Starting from, I'll say, 65 on to now.
Now, people, that's a real OG. I don't know. Everybody talking about OGs. That right there is real. That is an originator OG. That's some real OG shit right there. Now, you was with the Vice Lords when they was more political.
At that point when they went political, I mean, you know, it came at a time when we were tired of the discrimination, tired of the way people were being treated, tired of the welfare ladies sneaking in the neighborhood trying to catch people up, you know. We was just tired of that, so brothers coming out of the joint,
Yeah.
you know, got a little ism.
Yeah.
They brought it back to the streets.
So drop some names for us. Drop some major names. This is 1965, so I know you know some major names. Drop some major names that everybody might know out there. Drop some names for us.
Yeah, Alfonso was the president at one time.
Yeah.
We had Baby Herb.
Everybody pull out they Google now. Pull out your Google, because he dropping some knowledge. This some real jewels. This is not what you seen on BET or some bullshit like that. This is face fam. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go.
We had brothers with names like Bull. We had brothers. Oh man, there's so many names. Sweet Cal was the brother that had that ism. Like that, what we called at that time, pluck, that wine. On the first brother I ever see could turn a bottle up, swig it, without stopping.
Gangster, straight old school. So all those people are originators. Those are his originators. So
you have, it's like I'm saying, there's so many other brothers that were a part of the establishment. Started in St. Charles in a parental school. A couple of brothers got together, brought it back to the street and spree. We became, at one time, the strongest organization that was out there.
True that. Now that's history. That's taught history right there. That is definitely taught history right there.
And they talk about other organizations that got crews and groups and runoffs on other states, other countries, so do we. Originally started this.
Hell yeah. So when did y'all start being looking at it as like a criminal aspect in the white folks' eyes?
When the drugs took me.
So who? I don't know. I mean,
you know. It was one thing about us. Yeah, we bang.
True.
And I'm not talking about guns and pistols. I'm talking about we bang.
So who's some of y'all ops? Who's some of the oppositions? Like what's some
we
of
had
the
Cobras. A lot of little renegade mobs around there.
For sure.
At the time, we hadn't really had that much going with the Stones or, Cycles. We didn't have nothing going with them at that particular time.
For sure.
All that probably, really started happening when all the mobs were locked up in various joints.
So a lot of the stuff went down in the joints.
Yeah.
A lot of the stuff, like a lot of real hardcore stuff, did
And-
start in the joints and spilled into the
Spilled
streets.
Into the streets. See, torn in the joints was to take back to the streets.
Yeah.
This is the whole point. I mean, educating young brothers, they think we be teaching these young brothers crime. How to steal. No, we try to teach them how to go above surviving and being able to live.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, everybody's can survive.
Yeah.
The point that you can live and enjoy your life.
Yeah.
We be teaching them that. The other stuff, hey, it comes into play, as a means of survival.
Yeah.
A means of protecting oneself. That's not the main issue.
Okay.
Never was the main issue.
So what's the main issue?
The main issue, like I'm saying, is learning what you can learn to go back to the neighborhood. Teach it to those people out there so that they'll begin to understand how to grow within their minds,
Transferring
their
all
bodies,
that. I
their
got you.
spirits.
You just gotta. You can't make a can't. You can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make that motherfucker drink.
You
though.
know,
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the point is, if you can get 1 out of 10, that's one more.
That's one more. He might have some kids and spawn off some other little niggas.
See, you ain't never trying to get them all. Jesus Christ
True.
couldn't get them all. Didn't get them all.
Yeah.
He got them, but we just say hypothetically he didn't get them all. So we not, superior to
No.
that or anything else above that. We do what we do and teach what we have been taught.
Yeah.
Try to incorporate, heritage, lineage, and all of that into it. Let them know that, man, you much more than just what you look at in the mirror every day. It's a whole lot more to you than just that.
So,
And the fact that, we throw our sign, we represent like we do, that don't mean that's all we are.
yeah.
That's the thing.
That's what y'all was trying to teach. So let me ask you something. Did the drugs spill over or start in the prison, or did it start in the street
It
first?
started in the street. It was always in the prison.
It was always in the. So it was always in the prison.
Always in the
Before it was even like, you know what I'm saying, it was always
Before the
available in the
epidemic
prison.
even hit the street, it was already in the prison.
So were most of the shot callers in the prison that was working it out on the street, or was the vice versa?
Majority of that time, you had every mob chief in the city just about locked up. That's another reason things went so crazy on the street. All the chiefs is in
Were
here.
you part of the upper echelon? Were you part of the chiefdom?
To a degree. I mean, I had certain little status here and there, but I always preferred to remain a soldier. I have been offered, rank stars.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be a soldier because, for me, man, and I don't mean this to sound crazy, but the fun for me was on the battlefield. You
I
know what
feel
I'm
you.
saying?
That was that rush. I feel you. Squaring up.
Yeah, since I was a kid,
Yeah.
and even being in a leadership position, man, I would always, try to be.
Or was it about that squabble? Was it ultimately about that squabble, that square up? No?
Much deeper than that.
Much deeper than the squabble? Okay. So
But I
take
mean,
us
man,
down.
yeah, it was some days, bro.
So all right. So now we gonna fast forward. Both of us already know we've been in the bank. You already know I'm gonna fast forward that personal shit. We fast forward now. It's fucked up. You in there, and nobody made you do nothing. But did you jump to something? A little bit of money, a little bit of this. You know what I'm saying? You a vice lord. You had no choice but to bang with them.
Understand something, you do have choices, man. See,
All right.
that's the thing. You got a choice.
You got a choice. You definitely always got a choice.
You always got choices.
You
It
always
don't
got a
matter
choice.
what you're
You're right.
part of,
You're right.
what
You're
it
right.
is. You always got a choice, and I chose, because I dedicated my life and myself to that.
All right.
I dedicated myself to the principles that we live by and that guided us. And if that meant getting out there, get out.
So tell us about a get out there time. Like a get out there time, like you might not have want to get out there, but you had no choice but get out there. Tell us about a.
I mean, that might be any time, man. You might be sitting up in the dining room, everything
what?
look like it's just going, and all of a sudden,
Boom.
it is that, and you sitting
I'ma
there
tell you.
talking to the opposition.
And next thing you know, he off the map. Listen. All right, I'm gonna share my first one. This the first one that always come to mind. All right. I'm probably in the worst dorm. I'm in the worst dorm. You know what I'm saying? And it's an open bay dorm, so I don't know. Niggas know, open bay dorms is the worst fucking dorms you could. Any single man. You know what I'm saying? So it's an open bay. And this new dude come in, I'm up top, he up top, we talking, and we go to sleep at night, you know what I'm saying? It's a regular night. All of a sudden my bunk just shaking. I'm like, what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? I look over, I see a hand on my bunk, and it's one of the young dudes in another bunk jumping up and down on this dude's head, bro. I'm talking about on his dome, bro. He sleep. About 4 or 5 other dudes kicking him. Ain't nobody stabbed this one though. But I'm waking up to this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got shook waking up to this man getting his head. I'm talking about pumpkin.
Yeah.
Pumpkin. They had to carry that boy up out of there. Pumpkin, because he owed some money for something. You know what I'm saying? Like that is what he's talking about. Like, at any moment, you know what I'm saying? Like, any moment, it could be like from sugar to shit.
And if the average person saw a pumpkin head, a real pumpkin head, I believe they pass out.
You will pass out, but
Pass out.
that. So tell me how the conditions, man. Like, all right. First of all, how long you did?
30 years.
30 years to the dough.
To the dough.
To the motherfucking dough. That is the realest shit on the face of this planet. I don't give a fuck. That shit is as close as you going to hell. This man walked through the fires of hell, literally, and came out on motherfucking top. I don't know. I ain't in drink check. We gonna clap that shit up for you right now. We gonna clap that up for you right now. So tell me how the process went. Tell me how you got your mind together. You said it took you about 10 years for you. The time didn't do you. You was doing the time.
You know, when you first go in, man, you trying to shake this shit. You know, the time you got when he pronounced the sentence, man. I mean, it was like everything went dead. Everything went dead. I remember that day in particular because the day I got sentenced, this young girl was in there. She was the daughter of a friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else showed up but her. I didn't even know that child was in there. So when the judge pronounced sentence, I heard her scream. You know, I turned around and looked back. Her name was Deborah. I looked back, I'm saying, damn, what you doing here? So they gave me a little time with her on the side, man. And we talked. But then I got to Joliet, which is diagnostic. And it's some mess they throw together to try to get in your head to figure out what prison they want to throw you in. What gladiator school you might fit in, you know.
They talking shit.
I ended up going to the Maxes, to the Supermax anyway, so
don't even matter.
it didn't even matter. But something that Broad said, this is what got me going on that path, trying to get myself together. After the Broad got through interviewing me, she called me a functionally literate. That shit stuck in my head, that word stuck in my head. Every day and night, that word just stuck in my head, functionally literate. Functionally literate. We was over there in the library one day taking care of some business, right? So when everything was done, we was getting ready to go. This is a big ass dictionary there. I said, man, let me find out what
You went in. For all y'all young folks, a dictionary is Google. Back in the 1960s and 70s. Go ahead.
We know the dictionary.
Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
But anyway, man, after I read what that said and what this woman had called me, I swore no other human being would ever look down on me like that.
For sure.
And from then on, man, I just started pushing. I went to the mob, talked, gave my, you know, gave my game, gave my story, gave them my truth. I need to back off for a minute. Something I need to do.
They was cool with it.
I got the blessings of everybody.
I understand.
I got the blessings of everybody because, like I'm saying, the one thing has always been about me is trying to educate another individual. You dig what I'm saying? And I had different little ways of doing it. Like I had little brothers, you know, they loved the bag. Fighting was their thing. But when it came to discipline, it was a totally different thing. So I had to, you know, instill little ways of showing them what discipline really is. And I had one illustration where I would grab a brother's hand, his wrist, right? And I would tell him, you got a hammer in your hand, man. You holding your hammer. That hammer that's gonna hit you, you hold it. Now I'm doing all I can to pull it down to keep it away from you. But man, don't ever let go.
Yeah.
Cause you gonna hit yourself and you ain't gonna have nobody to blame but you.
But you.
That was one of the things I used to try to instill in them, man. Quit running around trying to blame this on this person and blame that on that person. That's what gets you caught up.
Yeah. So, how was I know mine wasn't. How was your interaction with like the administration, like the COs? Were they the worst? They respected you?
Yes, sir.
Never no issues, never no
I mean,
quarrels,
you
nothing like that. You always got a couple of them.
Few out there, but mainly I got the respect because, like I'm saying, man, I didn't care. I was a banger. You hear what I'm saying? And I'm a straight hood.
You ever got caught up?
In the joint?
Yeah, caught up in there? Caught up in some mess? Do a little whole time?
A lot of it.
Tell us about one of them whole times. Tell us about one of them whole times. Give me a whole time story.
They used to have a thing what they call reckless eyeballing, right? You wasn't allowed to look at no female. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, this particular day, I'm over in the laundry, right? Working over there. And man, this little feds nigga came past there and I followed him. And dude came over there, you reckless eyeballing, damn right. Damn right.
How much time would you violate?
I got 15 days for that one. And I'm lucky to get my job back. You know what I'm saying?
Man, dog. Listen, man. That reckless eyeballing, I think where I was at, man, them women was so, they was on something. Where I was at, the women was really on something. Like it was more free. You couldn't reckless eyeball what some of them girls was having on, you know what I'm saying? It was torture because it was beefing. It was a lot of beefing, you know what I'm saying? A lot of being behind the glass and, I'm finna just lock all y'all down. You know what I'm saying? Just for one individual. Yeah. Stuff like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we went through that.
That right there was one of the things. Tell them about the food, man. Tell them about the food. Man. 30 years, man. 30 years. So tell them about the food. Be truthful. Tell them about the food, my brother.
Some joints you go to, you know, the food's pretty decent. It's not no 5-star shit, but it's palatable. You know,
chicken on the bone every once in a while and shit.
You know, fish. You know, I mean, they try to place a pretty decent meal, balanced meal.
Yeah. Then
you got some joints that straight shit. I mean,
okay. Well,
man, we had. What was I can't remember which joint it was because they kept switching me around. The fact they were switching a lot of us around.
Yeah, 30 years. How many different spots did you go to?
Man, shit, I lost count.
I bet.
I lost count. I was in 2 Supermaxes. And then the rest of them make the move.
Now describe Supermax. Now when you saying Supermax, what were the conditions, the rules of a Supermax? Like what was
likely where I was, Stateville, when it was up, it had walls around it. 36 feet up, 36 feet down. Guys escaped out of there a couple of times.